Hey everyone, Ryan here with the week of July 15th programming. I'm laughing because I just waved at my empty screen. You guys can't see me. All right. So announcements this week. We're still pushing for that level method. Get signed up. Go to levelmethod.com. Use the gem code 3XF. You can create your account. By the way, the app is on the way. Soon we'll have an app and not just the web-based version. And you can start recording the testing results that you do on Saturdays at 9 a.m. in Fishersville. We'll also, through the month of August, do a couple of more testing days through the week. So you'll have 2 to 3 times per week a chance to test in that level method and start to dial in that overall level method or overall level for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, still come to those CrossFit classes, all levels classes, and they're still going to be good for you. You're going to hear it first. For those of you that actually will watch this video, I don't think we've even made this announcement yet, but it's going to come out in the announcements in the news group soon. Commitment Club. If you get if we get over 100 people in the Commitment Club for the month of June, we will reserve a dunk tank for the end of August for the coaches. Which means, 100 members in the Commitment Club in the month of July, I think I said that right, July, we'll reserve a dunk tank for the coaches in August. And we'll do that at the end of August. And then so the August Commitment Club members then will be guaranteed to throw at the coaches in the dunk tank. So for those of you that are watching my videos early, you hear it here first. Dunking the coaches. All right, into the programming. Monday. So we've got a chipper in CrossFit. So just kind of going through a series of movements. You got to complete all of one before you get to move on to the next. This is going to be a 20-plus minute workout. Starting with a 1,000-meter row and ending with a 800-meter run means lots of cardio, and even with burpees and box jumps in between. The only chance really here to breathe here is with ab mat sit-ups. Bunch of different scaling options for muscle ups, some type of version of chest to bar pull-ups or pull-ups, jumping pull-ups, push-ups. So everybody will be able to find their version that's right for them there. Cash out that day will actually be some good accessory work for the legs, the lower half of the body. And then skill acceleration will be muscle up transitions. And trust me, just because you don't know how to do a muscle up or aren't capable of doing a muscle up doesn't mean you can't get a lot from this muscle up transition. So please take advantage of the skill acceleration time and work on those muscle up transitions. It's a great way. If you can do ring pull or ring rows, you can do muscle up transitions. It's a great way to build upper body strength and stability. For our CVC workout that day, it's a commitment workout, and you'll see we've got ring rows and ring dips as an option or as a workout, a movement in this workout. So whether you're at CrossFit or whether you're in CVC that day, you're doing some type of pulling and pushing as a combination there. Obviously, if you're not doing ring dips, we will have scaled options for you down to even doing push-ups from your toes if we need to on that. Tuesday's work for CrossFit will be clean and jerk. You actually get 2 attempts at this week because we'll test on cleans or clean and jerk, whatever option you're testing at on Saturday as well. So some strength there. If you're not comfortable with the jerk, you can keep it at a push press. We'll go over the different variations of that in class. And if you're not going overhead, there's definitely an option for you there. You can just stay with the hang power cleans. You will do clean and jerks in the workout as well, so you'll dial in that technique and the strength portion, and we got a fast workout for you that day. It's kind of like a named workout. I can't remember if it's Isabella Grace, where you do 30 clean and jerks for time, but we're going to have a little twist on that where if you have to break up those reps at any point, you've got kind of a penalty of jump rope to do. Excuse me. So this will be a fast workout. It'll stay fast even with the penalty there because you're not going to break very often. And we'll kind of consider a blank break as any time you have to put that barbell down. So you'll cycle most of the time here. And don't worry, you're not going to get penalized to death here. There's a limit to the number of penalty sets that you'll have to do. Mobility for the extra credit, and then we'll refine that push jerk, and depending on the class, we may even introduce you to split jerks that day as well in that skill acceleration. Confidence strength portion. So it's confidence month for CVC. It's our strength workout for the confidence interval. And this is a doozy. 5 minutes of work of rowing 5 minutes of farmer's carry, 5 minutes of biking if you're in Stanton, the running trio, that's lateral shuffle, forward back pedal, shuttle run, back and forth the entire 5 minutes, constantly moving. So a lot of core cardio and a lot of functional strength being developed this day. The strength portion will be that 8 kettlebell push press. That's your chance to go heavy in a confidence workout. You'll do 8 reps every minute on the minute with rest in between. Wednesday's CrossFit is an interval-based workout. You've got a fast row at 30 seconds, a minute of air squats, just as much rest as work there, so a minute and a half of rest, and then another high-intensity push on the rower, and then push-ups. So you're going to want to be effective in really breaking these up so that you use the minute of work as efficiently as possible. So you'll be taking small sets, small rest periods through that entire minute to get as many push-ups as possible, and you'll go through that 4 times. So, very interesting workout here. It doesn't look like it's going to be too much cardio, but if you start to think about the calorie rows and the squats and the rows adding up, you'd better be careful on burning out those legs too early in this workout. But for the most part, it's going to stay pretty high intensity with that 1-to-1 work-rest ratio. And we've got a kind of highly encouraged finisher for you after that as well. No skill acceleration that day because you're doing a ton of work already. But if you want to stick around, there's time after most of these Wednesday classes in Fishersville to do some extra credit if you want to do that as well. Our Stanton Hump Day HIIT class is a partner workout, 20-minute partner workout. You're going to basically pretend like you have between you and your partner, one of each of these pieces of equipment, 1 kettlebell and 1 wall ball. And through that, you guys take turns working to get as many rounds as possible of the kettlebell swings, the wall balls, and these tactical lunges. You'll be told what those tactical lunges are. Basically, you have to do a lunge while holding that kettlebell and maneuver around a little bit. So it slows down the lunge portion there. If you're not actually working, doing the kettlebell swings, wall balls, or tactical lunge, you'll either be holding a plank or holding that kettlebell. So you start to catch my drift here. You'll see that if your partner is doing kettlebell swings, the kettlebell now is occupied, so you pretty much have to hold a plank. If your partner is doing wall balls, then you can do a farmer's hold and just keep that kettlebell off the ground. If your partner is doing the tactical lunges with the kettlebell, then you're going to be holding a plank. So the choice is kind of made from you, but you and your partner get to decide who's working and who's holding one of those static holds during this 20 minutes of work. So last week we introduced you to deadlifting with the barbell if you hadn't done that before in Stanton. Another concept we use in some of our programming over in Fisherville location is what level is appropriate for you to get the right feeling for the workout. So today, or this Wednesday, we're going to actually suggest some different levels. And if you're trying to pair up with somebody that's a similar fitness level as you, you can kind of gauge how to pair up with people. So you see these colored blocks, yellow, orange, and blue, and inside those colored blocks are actually the kettlebell colors for the different weights they have. So very few people, very, very few people will be doing this, but some people may be swinging and holding that 70-pound kettlebell. Some of the stronger ladies will be swinging the 53, the green kettlebell. But most people are going to be working where the guys are about 53 pounds, the ladies are 35 pounds. Or 35 pounds for guys and 22 pounds for ladies. So you can pair up with somebody that's going to be close to that weight, or if you're working male-female, co-ed, that will give you similar ideas of what weights you guys would use. Even though you're using different weights, you're going to pretend like you're only using one weight through the workout. Coaches will explain how this will work for you, but just gives you an idea of how you can pair off here to kind of get in a similar fitness level. You don't have to be in a similar fitness level. But if you're using a green kettlebell, you should probably be using a 20-pound wall ball that day. Thursday, we've got a strength portion, very straightforward. Some type of weighted pull-up or strict pull-up or negatives or ring rows, something for everybody. And then we'll do kipping pull-ups in the workout here. This is a classic CrossFit workout style workout. 18-minute AMRAP, triplet, run, pull-up, squat, run, pull-up, squat. Just have to make sure that you're kind of trying to pace yourself to move for the entire 18 minutes, taking quick breaks. Don't get too far along those kipping pull-ups where you have to stand or stay at the bar too long. Break those up into quick sets. Same with your front squat so you can keep moving that day. Trying to get at least 3 rounds in. We've got some glute work for you as the extra credit, and then more practice for kipping pull-ups and more instruction on kipping pull-ups with the skills acceleration. Confidence month, another confidence workout. If you're trying to avoid squats and lunges by Thursday in the week, this is a good day to come because we don't have to squat or lunge that day, even though it is a total body workout. You're going to stick mostly with planking and hinging that day to get your workout. Friday, again, if you want to avoid squats and lunges at this point in the week, this is a good workout to do that with. You've got an ascending rep scheme of push press, which is fairly heavy, and then some type of core work as well. And then you've got a core finisher. Well, so you kind of get to avoid using the legs for the second half of the week here, at least Thursday and Friday in a couple of our workouts. Mobility for your extra credit with some practice for kipping in terms of knees to elbows this day for the skills acceleration. Vitality work on Friday. So if you're not trying to avoid lunges, you need that lower body work. You can come to CBC that day. Breaking out the ropes, always fun with those. I like the combination of the ropes and slashers. You're going to get a lot of core work that day in addition to the cash out with that plank hold. And even those box jumps are going to tax that core. Our lift class, Saturday at 8 a.m. It's following on the heels of our last lift class where we did a lot of squat clean work. So we had these EMOMs set up that were going to take you through the high hang version and the hang version and eventually the full squat clean to get you comfortable with pulling under the barbell, or if you've never done that before, get you introduced to it. Well, we're going to do the similar thing with squat snatches this coming Saturday, but we're going to throw in a strength portion first where we do our overhead squats, since we kind of got to lay off the legs for a little bit on the second half of this week, so we can do some heavy overhead squats there that day. Obviously, if you're not comfortable overhead, we'll have other options for you. Testing this week, I told you get 2 chances at the clean or the clean and jerk, so get a chance at it again on Saturday to record some level method data, and also that day we will do our kettlebell test. Commitment workout to end the week with CBC. Good all-around workout. You get some cardio, you get a hinge with the deadlift, you get some upper body with the plank up downs, and you get total body and a lot of with an emphasis on lower body with those single arm dumbbell thrusters. Get a chance to go fast and heavy that day. And then we'll slow things down with our crow practice. All right, see you guys around this week. Thanks.